If you have a kiddo that's having a hard time making the F sound, let's talk about where to start and the easiest way to get your child making the F sound in words and all levels of communication. I'm Rachel and I'm a licensed speech language pathologist and founder of my own SLP, and I am going to be showing you step 1, which is making F in isolation or F all on its own. And this is the very basic and foundational skill for kids to learn so that they can make the F at all levels of communication. I want to share with you 3 easy steps to help teach a child to make the F sound. Number 1 is to practice the movement. So first, what we're going to do before we have your child even try to make the sound, we're just going to practice what their articulators or their teeth and their lips and their tongue should be doing in order to prepare to make that sound. So we're just going to instruct your child to take their top teeth and have them push down on the bottom lip. So you might say something like, okay, we're going to take your top teeth and you're going to bite down on your bottom lip like this. So again, we're not having them try and make any sound with that. We're just working on the movement of putting the teeth on the bottom lip. Sometimes this can be a little confusing for kids, so we're just going to instruct them where to put their teeth. And if it's kind of tricky for them trying to get the top teeth on the bottom lip, or maybe they're mixing it up, they're going like this. If for whatever reason they're having a hard time getting that right movement, then let's try step 2, which is use a mirror. Now this is going to be super helpful because they can look in the mirror and see what they're doing. It's going to help them be able to see, are they getting their top teeth on their bottom lip? And if you need to, while they're trying it out, you can tap their top teeth with whatever you want to use and then tap their bottom lip so that they're getting that sensory input of this goes right here. And again, with this, while they're looking in the mirror, try practicing just the movement where they're getting their teeth on the bottom lip. Then once they've tried that multiple times and they're starting to get the feel for that, where their teeth go and where their lip goes, then you can try step number 3, blow the air out. So your instructions might look something like this. Okay, now that you know where to put your teeth, we're going to put your teeth on your lip and blow air out gently. So you can see how we're breaking it up into baby steps. And that is the basis for all of my videos. I show you how to break it up into little steps so that if for whatever reason your child is having a hard time, we can take it back a little bit and just break it up and hopefully make this as smooth a process as possible. Now, as your child is starting to be familiar and more comfortable with the movement of making the F and they're getting the air out and starting to make the sound, then I like to practice in short increments of like 3 to 5 repetitions. I'll tell the child, okay, we're gonna practice that 5 times and I'll do it with them. Then after we practice about 5 times, then we might be doing a game or an activity. I'll let them take a turn and then we'll come back and do 5 more repetitions. So even though I'm doing 5 at a time, I want to break up the practice and be doing another activity with it. And then we come back and we do 5 more and we just do that several times so they're getting a lot of repetitions in. And the great news is I have several videos showing you lots of different fun ways that you can practice and get repetition in and figure out how to break it up so that it's more of a game than a drill with your child, so you don't have to come up with different ideas. So you can check out my YouTube playlist, which is linked in the description below, where I share with you lots of different ways that you can incorporate practice into games or daily routines and lots of different things that you're doing throughout the day so that you can find really short increments of time to practice throughout the day. And by being consistent with that, it's going to make a huge difference in your child's ability to make the sound. Also, as I'm practicing with kids, one thing I do is I start out by giving them the max amount of support or max amount of coaching, and then I gradually start to fade that so that they go from needing the max amount of support to eventually being able to do it all on their own. And so you can do this as well, and it'll be super helpful for your child. And you can check out my video, which is levels of prompting, and I've also linked that in the description below. Then after you've been practicing this several times, you might be wondering, okay, this is great. I think my child has a good handle on this. When can I move on to the next step? So what I would recommend is once your child is able to make that movement and make the F sound pretty much on their own over multiple days with maybe just a little bit of support here and there from you, then you can try moving on to step 2, which is the F sound in syllables.